Hi, and welcome to Watch What's Happening Legacy. We're in a great second grade classroom, but before we get started, let's hit some announcements. These are the weekly notes. You should be finding them in your students' beat folder every day. Please check and make sure that their students are bringing these home. They send home in both English and Spanish, so it's accessible to all parents. On the back, you'll see some upcoming events and important announcements. And I'm going to remind you of some of them right now. First is that the Fall Carnival is our only carnival that is happening this year, and it is going to be on Saturday, October 18th. That's 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. It should be a lot of fun. Show up. I always do, and it's a great time. On Sunday, November 16th, Coach Ajapong is helping out with the No Shortcuts 5K at the University of Houston. This is a great opportunity for our Trailblazers to be on a college campus and get to support some charity, Check out last week's video with Coach Ajapong. He gives a great explanation of what the team who has the most participants gets as a prize and what each student is going to get as well. The last is that all breakfast is free to students. That started this past Monday. So if you want your student to have breakfast, it's free for everyone. They get that first thing in the morning before we start learning. Let me see if there's anything else on here. Wednesdays. What day? Wednesdays. We dress up. We dress up for fun. I have not been seeing every student dressing up, and I really want to see it. They are spirit days that help keep our students on the path to college. This week, please dress up in your favorite college colors or college t-shirt. I'll be wearing my Bearcats gear, and I'm right here with Miss G. Miss G, what will you be wearing on Wednesday?
I'll be wearing my UNT Mean Green t-shirt.
Awesome. Yeah. Miss G is one of my favorite teachers here at KIPP Legacy. I love all the teachers, but I have a soft spot for Miss G. It's Miss Gillard, but I like to refer to her as Miss G, as the students do as well. She opened up her classroom to us this week. It is absolutely outstanding, and she's going to tell us a little bit more about it. Miss G, what is your favorite part of your classroom?
I would have to say my favorite part about my classroom is the way that we section off our guided reading. To keep the students invested in learning and in the groups, we have them sectioned off into different cities of Texas. So my hometown, Dallas, Houston, San Antonio, Austin, Denton, Lubbock, and El Paso. As the year goes on, we'll be celebrating these different cities and learning more about it. And it's just a way that they can connect as a unit for their guided reading group. So.
Excellent, nice. I noticed that there's a lot of different sections of your room, but is there one in particular that you wish you would see in our students' homes?
One that I would wish that I saw in students' homes would maybe be on my whiteboard. On my whiteboard I have some vocab words. Somebody wanted, but so then. It's a good unit to use for summarizing. So when you're reading at home and you're asking your student, well, what's happening in the story, you could just ask somebody wanted, but so then, and it's getting the key details of the story so that they can focus in on that.
This is the part of our show where we go inside the classrooms to look at what students are doing on a daily basis. I'm here with Ms. Gillard, and she's going to share a piece of excellent student work. She's going to explain why she picked it and what you can check out at home to make sure that your students are meeting this level too. Ms. G?
Well, I chose this work because my student used complete sentences, and she started off each sentence with a capital letter, and she ended each sentence with a period, which is very important so that it's a complete sentence. So the work was just organizing a story and looking at the key points of the story. So she took it, somebody wanted, but so then. So the main character is King Midas, he wanted more gold, but that's supposed to be what the problem is. Whatever he touches turns to gold.
I wish I had that problem.
I know. So how did the character try to solve the problem? By telling the fairy to take the magic away. Then what was the resolution to the problem? Well, they worked together, or he took the problem away by the fairy. That's what she wrote. So then she took these key points and key details from the story and wrote a complete summary, which is just taking the basics, and that's what we want them to focus on, is taking the key points of the story, not all the little details, and worry about what's most important to the story.
Excellent, nice. Well, thank you so much for sharing that with us today.
No problem.
Is there anything else that you'd like to see parents doing at home with their students to help support their academic success?
One thing that I could say with math, something that my dad used to do with me when I was younger, he would just throw change out on the ground and be like, count it, So it's just having that experience and that ability to just work with manipulatives whenever you can. So it's even at home, and they're getting more comfortable with counting the money and seeing the money and being able to identify what it is. That's going to help your student to grow, even if just counting a couple of pennies or some quarters. So.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Thank you for opening every classroom to us.
No problem. Thank you.
Job. No problem. Thank you, Miss G, and thank you to all of our viewers at home. Tune in next week for another episode of Watch What's Happening Legacy.
For trying to reach the things that I can't see, but that's just how I feel. That's just how I feel. That's just how I feel.